Yeah, so Javon Frazier, CEO of Maestro Media, just so excited to speak with you, Everett. I've been a fan of Kickstarter for so long, and just seeing everything that you're doing with the platform, a platform that's really near and dear to my heart and my career, it just means the world, and it's just so great. Thank you for taking the time, and would love for you just to say a little bit about yourself and your background and everything that you're doing, man. We'll get into it, but I'm just
Yeah.
so excited for this time.
Well, I'm grateful for you, man. I do what I do because of people just like you. We have a platform that allows and helps and supports people like you to make their dreams come true and build incredible companies like Maestro Media. And so that's the thing that gets me out of bed every morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Everette Taylor. I'm currently CEO of Kickstarter. We're the largest creative crowdfunding company in the world, in the whole wide world. I don't know about other planets, but on this
Pretty
one,
soon, pretty
you
soon.
know, and I don't know what, if there's a multiverse out there, but if there is, I hope that it's us and not like Indiegogo or something like that. So, but CEO of Kickstarter, and I'm happy to be here. I also sit on the board of a company called First Dibs, and First Dibs is the largest marketplace for design, interior design, art, furniture, fashion, all the things. So I get to do very, very cool things on a day-to-day. Maybe not as cool as Maestro Media, but we get to do some really cool things.
No, man, you guys are doing amazing things. I love how you really brought so many more creative elements and things to the platform based upon your background. Like, you're such a
Yeah.
creative guy. Just looking at your background and everything you're doing. I'd love for you just to talk about some of the creative things that you're bringing to the platform.
Today we just launched Learning Labs with Launch Boom, which
I
is
saw
a
that.
center for courses to help creators that want to launch on Kickstarter. Creator education is a huge piece of all of this to me, and then we're also tomorrow launching secret rewards and featured rewards. And so this has been something that creators have been asking for a long time. It's been a feature that's been available on a competitor to not be named for a while as well. And so we're bringing that feature finally to Kickstarter. We now have pledge over time as well, where people can break up their pledges into separate payments and things like that. And so we're just doing all of these things to really just like completely transform the business and how Kickstarter has been looked in the past. And I think the last two things, not to be so verbose, is like we're also really thinking about completely revamping the backer experience, or the user experience for backers, to more easily find projects, find the things that they love, and help creators raise more money, because people are going to be more engaged on the platform and finding more projects. And then also on the trust and safety side, holding creators accountable, bad actors accountable, and things like that. That's been a long rub on crowdfunding. And so we're definitely taking action and holding creators accountable at a level that we've never had before. These are all things that I heard coming into Kickstarter, and I was like, man, we gotta change this.
I think that's really a strong testament to your leadership. I mean, our company, Maestro Media, really is trying to continue to redefine, games by listening to the community, right? And I think Kickstarter is the number one platform to really get customer sentiment and feedback in the development of the games. Like, that's how we were able to drive a lot of success with The Binding of Isaac. Became at the time the 7th largest Kickstarter
Millions
project
of dollars, y'all.
$6.7 million, and really kind of piloted the business from that.
It's
one
like
game
8-9 million with inflation now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
talk your game, man.
I appreciate it, man.
We don't play no games around here. Maestro Media, Kickstarter.
Nah, and I love the fact that you're taking the feedback the same way that we do in the game creation, and actually increasing the platform with more features and elements that have the experience that much better. That's why we love, what you're doing and your leadership, and what we're going to continue to launch games on Kickstarter with the new
Yeah.
features, which is fantastic.
Yeah, man. We got a lot more coming, bro. This is just the beginning. We've innovated more in the past couple years than we've probably innovated for a long time, man. So I'm just excited about the progress. I'm excited for the community. I'm excited for them to see all the things that we're going to do. We have an incredible team here. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without them. All credit to them, man. It's been a hell of a run.
Fantastic, man. One of the things that we've been focused on is bringing brands to Kickstarter. And you talk about the timing of this. There's a big brand, I want to say, I don't know when the timing, we'll have to figure out the timing, but we started off with the Binding of Isaac, and then we brought Hello Kitty, Sanrio, and Smurfs platform. And so what's your vision for brands and more brands to the platform? Because I think that's a unique area where we've had a lot of success in having people that are long-term fans of these brands come to a platform like Kickstarter and help design their favorite Hello Kitty game, right? And so what do you see so far as the future of brands on the platform?
Yeah, I mean, we've been way more open and welcoming to brands. I think a bit of Kickstarter's ethos was a little anti that in the past. And listen, man, I love everybody, man. I want to create a platform, everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody in the club, you know what I mean? Nobody's waiting outside, everyone's having a good time, And I think the beauty of Kickstarter is the diversity of the creators on the platform. You got people who are like first-time creators that just need to raise like $1,000 to finish an art project, to people like Maestro Media and others that are raising millions and millions and millions of dollars for their projects and are like real multi-million dollar. We have billion-dollar businesses. L'Oreal just dropped. Like, we have a full suite of sizes of businesses, creators, types of things that are launching, and I think it's beautiful. And then, I really do truly believe that rising tides lift all boats, man. And so for me to be able to bring such powerful IP to the platform, I think also benefits and legitimizes Kickstarter as an incredible platform for these businesses, but also at the same time, these fans of Hello Kitty and Smurfs and things like that, now they're discovering new projects, right? And so there's this beauty of this. I know some people have an issue with it, but they don't realize that we look at the data, man, it's actually helping other and smaller creators to bring these projects to the platform. So I'm like, man, keep them coming. Keep them coming.
We've seen, we've raised over $15 million on the platform through various projects. And I think, one of our strategies is really continuing to bring those brands. But I think Kickstarter had such a unique platform to allow, us to co-create with the fans, and hearing about some of the new features you're bringing. Like, I'm super excited for the future. And so that's really awesome. I think, you talked about smaller creators, and obviously I really, it's so great to talk to you because my success has been uniquely tied to Kickstarter in helping to, like I said, grow our business from 1 game to 24 games. We were the Inc. 5000. We were number 167 out of 5,000 on Inc. 5000. Just as the platform and some of the things you've seen, especially for, a lot of those ideas, especially African Americans, right? Like people that are trying to build their businesses, and how you see that as a way for people to really get off the ground, right? And what do you see as kind of its unique ability for people with an idea to to continue to be successful and build a business like we build at Maestro Media?
Yeah, I mean, I love that, we're this far in the conversation and we're just bringing up the fact that we're both African American. I'm very, very proud to be Black. I know you're proud to be Black. But at the same time, like, we're just great businessmen. And I think that's what's so dope about, our relationship and what you've been able to accomplish and what I've been able to accomplish. With that being said, everything that I do is also, I have us in mind, right? Like, I understand that creator education. I just talked to you about the new learning labs that we launched. Who do I know that we need that. I know that people that look like me need that. You know, when we're building out a program like Forward Funds, where we're giving out funds to creators that need it, or we are building out better pre-launch tools or post-campaign tools, like, you know, larger companies and people that are more established can like build out their own tools sometimes, et cetera, et cetera. Like, these are the things that creators and people that look like us, they may not come from a place where they get the education or they get the resources or they have the software or they have the engineers to build out this stuff, or they have the guidance. Like, I want to make sure that people like me have all the tools necessary to be successful on the platform. That's why we've also invested in, you know, having presence at HBCUs, having presence at CultureCon, you know, having a Black woman as our CMO. We have our head of comms who's a Black woman. Our head of content is a Black man. Our head of social media is a Black woman. Like, you know, we have done this incredible job of bringing in really incredible Black talent as well into our team that keeps us in mind always. We're always building for the thing that's best for all creators, but at the end of the day, we also know the things that we're building to specifically impact the communities that we may care about most.
I think that's fantastic. I mean, you've had such a tremendous success in the fact that you've lifted so many people up, right? You know, knowingly and being so thoughtful about the platform and the people, and also the creators that have used your platform. I think, you know, me being an example of that, it's just been fantastic, and I see just such a strong future together. And I love what you said, right? We've been very successful in business as businessmen, but also being African American businessmen, there's a higher level of responsibility and things that we, you know, are looking to give back. You know, one of the things, just, you know, with all the, you know, the tragedy and the fire in LA, like, you know, our family being displaced, you know, we just received so much love from people like yourself and everyone. And one of the things I wanted to do was do this, is to give back and give resources to people. So I thank you for doing this, because I think you're just dropping so many jewels that people need to hear. You know, Kickstarter is such an amazing, life-changing platform at a time where there's a lot of, you know, economic challenges. It gives you a one-to-one kind of relationship and connection with your fans that I think is going to be even more important as you see things like traditional retail having its challenges, and, you know, all those things. I think the one-to-one connection is so important. So I really love what you're doing.
And same to you, man. Like, for you to be going through and experience a tragedy that you did, and they're still committed to uplifting your community and others that look like yourself. Like, man, kudos to you, man. Like, a lot of people will be sitting there and being like, ah, man, woe is me, man. Why is my life like this? And you're like pressing forward. I just spoke to some MBA students at Wharton, which is the #1 business school in the country. And one of the things I told them is, like, you know, life is not linear. It's like, you think, you know, 1 + 1 = 2, and things are going to go one way, and then like life hits you in the mouth. And like Mike Tyson said, everyone knows how to fight until you get hit in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? Or everyone has a plan, you know, until you get hit in the mouth. And that's life, man. And it's just like, the people that are the strongest that can bounce back, but then also keep their vision and their purpose in mind. And I think you've been able to do that. So kudos to you.
Thanks. Yeah, man. The story in the Inc. 5000 was I put up my house to start this business, right? I asked my wife. I was like, I need some money to start the business. She's like, how much? I said, all of it. And we went on Kickstarter, and, you know, we had one of the most successful campaigns of all time, and the rest is history. And so I thank you for providing such a great platform, and being such a great person, and a strong CEO, and really listening to the community and adding the features. A lot of people say we're listening, but you're not, but don't do it. But the proof is in the pudding, man. You've been adding a lot of features, and the platform keeps getting stronger. I think I would, you know, one more question that I have is just kind of where
Yeah.
do you see the future going? Like, what's the future for Kickstarter, and you know, where do you? Obviously, we talked about the multiverse and world domination of the multiverse, but where do you see the future for the platform?
The truth of the matter is that we want to continue to be scale and be more impactful. I've said this before, and like people look at me crazy, but I don't care. I'm like bold like that. I said I want Kickstarter to be literally the most impactful company in the world. I think we are one of the most impactful companies in the world, but I want to be the most impactful company in the world. The way we stimulate our economy, the way we change lives, the way that we make people's dreams come true, the way that we bring joy to people's lives when they get to enjoy all of the things that are created by Kickstarter. I want this company to continue to scale and have more impact. That's what gets me out of bed every day. That's what has me on this conversation with you, is that I love to be able to impact lives. And I think Kickstarter, we as much impact the billions and billions and billions of dollars that have been raised, plus all of the billions of dollars that entered into our economy, the jobs that have been created, the lives that have been, you know, saved, the changed, and all of that, like, is insane. But like, can we double that, triple that, 10x that? That's what I'm here for, man. I'm not here to live a regular life. I'm here to live an extraordinary life, because I'm a Black man in America that's living his wildest dreams, brother. I am CEO of Kickstarter. You're CEO of Maestro Media. We're changing the world, man. And so, like, in our position, we have to go for it. And so we're going for it.
Yeah, man, I know you're gonna do it. I'm excited to do it and be a part of the journey with you, man. And you've just been such a blessing to me, such a blessing to all the people that use the platform. I'm excited about the future of the platform. I'm excited about your future, and I know we've got some more big things to do together. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time, and I really, really appreciate you. Kickstarter's lucky to have you, and we're all lucky to have you, man.
And we're lucky to have you. I'm excited for the next launches of Maestro Media, and man, it's going to be an exciting year.